one about the Wizard of Oz. The one he always began with, "I was there." Papa Toto especially loved telling that story, and we loved hearing it. The way he told it, you just had to believe every last word of it. Of course, I never believed it afterwards. But I wanted to. It was funny and frightening, and sad and silly and weird and wonderful, and so amazing and exciting that I never wanted to go to sleep, however warm and snug and full up with milk I was. That was Papa Toto's best tale, the one I longed for, the one I never fell asleep in. He'd climb into our basket in the corner of the room, turn round and round, and then lie down carefully, trying not to squash any of us, but he always did, and this time it was me. "Sorry, Tiny Toto," he said, nudging me gently with his cold, cold nose. He waited until all the squealing and squeaking had stopped, till we were all snuggled up to him and ready for the story. "I was there," he began, and those magic words sent shivers down my spine. It was going to be the wizard story. Dorothy and me were both there. She never tells Uncle Henry or Aunt Em this story anymore, because they won't believe her. She told me that one day, when she has children of her own, she'll tell them, because children know how to believe. Well, pups are children too, right? So I can tell you. Think of that. You little pups will know this story before any people folks know it, except Dorothy, of course, and me. We were all silent, snuggled up together, all of us lying there, waiting. Then, Papa Toto began. "Well, little pups, my tale begins in this very house, in this very room, in this very basket." Chapter 1. A Giant Monster of a Twister. I was lying right here, deep in my dreams in this very basket, when I was woken up by the sound of the wind roaring and howling around the house, rattling the doors and windows, shaking the whole place. I never heard a wind like it. The door blew open. So I got up and went outside. Everyone was rushing round. Dorothy trying to shut the hens into the hen house, but they were skittering about all over the place. They didn't want to go inside. Of course they didn't. It wasn't getting dark yet. The hens never go to bed before dark. What was Dorothy thinking of? Uncle Henry was driving the cattle into the barn, but they didn't want to go in either, and he was calling for me to come and help him, but I had sleep still in my head and didn't want to. Anyway, he was managing well enough on his own, I thought, without me. Aunt Em was trying to shut the barn doors, but the wind wouldn't let her. She was blown off her feet and went rolling over and over like tumbleweed. Dorothy saw what was happening, left her hens, and ran to help Aunt Em up onto her feet, and together with Uncle Henry, they managed to shut the barn door. Then they did some more chasing round, getting old Barney, our plow horse, into his stable, rounding up the pigs, and that wasn't easy either, and all the while they were hollering at each other about a great storm coming in, and how the clouds were dark in the north, and how that was a bad sign. "If I'm not mistaken, there's a twister on the way," Uncle Henry was bellowing. "I'll eat my hat else." And then suddenly, he didn't have any hat on his head anymore. It had blown away. So I went after it. I love a good old hat chase, especially when there's a wind blowing over the prairies in Kansas. As Uncle Henry often says, maybe other folks in other places invented the wheel and writing and all that clever stuff, but in Kansas, we invented the wind.